Most people spend their lives watching an hourglass. They know the sand will fall, so they try to count it faster. They call this time management, but they are wrong. Time is not falling sand. Time is a blank page waiting to be filled. And how you fill that page is determined by an invisible substance inside your brain. That substance is called myelin. Leonardo da Vinci could not name it 500 years ago, but he used it better than anyone. Today, one of the richest men alive applies the same principle inside 5-minute boxes. I will not teach you to manage time. I will teach you to bend your brain. Follow the signal. Your brain contains 100 billion neurons. These neurons send electrical signals to each other. That is thought, that is decision, that is focus. But those signals do not travel at the same speed on every pathway. Some pathways are bare. The signal moves slowly, fades, flickers, but some pathways are wrapped in a white fatty sheath. That sheath is called myelin. Myelin works like the plastic coating on a wire. It stops the signal from leaking. It increases speed. It multiplies efficiency. A myelin-wrapped pathway can fire up to 100 times faster than an unwrapped one. So how does this sheath form? Through practice, deep, repetitive, intentional practice. Doing something scattered and shallow does not wrap myelin. The signal stays weak. But doing something with full focus, deeply, again and again, the brain wraps myelin around that pathway. It strengthens. It accelerates. This is not a metaphor. This is a measurable, proven fact of neuroscience. And 500 years ago, a painter in Florence was living this truth without ever hearing the word. Leonardo da Vinci kept more than 13,000 pages of notebooks. But when you look at those pages, you do not see a planner. You see a map of attention. While working on the Last Supper, Leonardo would sometimes walk the city for an entire day. He would watch merchants, study the faces of strangers, observe a man's hand for hours. Then he would return to the studio, walk to the canvas, make a single brushstroke, and leave. Those around him thought he was wasting time. They were wrong. In those hours, Leonardo was processing the blank page inside his mind, one thing at a time, with complete focus, in deep silence. Modern psychology now calls this deep work. But for Leonardo, it was not a technique. It was the only way to exist. When he studied a bird, he did not just see a bird. He saw the air, the muscle, the bone, the geometry of flight. Until that page came alive in his mind. Every observation wrapped another layer of myelin around his neural pathways. Every deep gaze made that pathway a little faster. He was not tracking the passage of time. He was tracking the depth of his attention. So how did this slow and deep method become the greatest weapon of a man who launches rockets today? The aggressive part begins now. Elon Musk took Leonardo's blank page and placed a ruler on it. The method Musk uses is called time boxing. Musk divides his day not into 24 hours but into 5-minute blocks. Why 5 minutes? Because Parkinson's law states, work expands to fill the time available for its completion. Give yourself a week for a report, and it takes a week. Your brain generates noise to fill the gaps. But if you only have 5 minutes, your brain compresses entire worlds into that block. Myelin activates. Focus becomes a laser. Noise is cut. But notice something. Musk is doing something different from Leonardo here. Leonardo set time free. Musk imprisoned it. Both reached the same result, because both did not split their attention. Tesla meetings, SpaceX engineers, critical decisions, all compressed into 5-minute blocks. But inside each block, Musk is completely present. No phone, no parallel thinking. The signal inside the block is pure. What Leonardo's brush was, Musk's 5-minute block is. Both cut the noise, both focus on the signal, both let myelin do its work. But be careful. Bending time this hard comes at a cost. If you do not understand your brain's biology, that blank page can burn you to ash. Now we enter the most dangerous part of the alchemy. While Leonardo stared at a single point for hours, while Musk slept among rocket engines, both were experiencing the same state. Science calls it flow. In flow, the brain changes. The prefrontal cortex, the center of self-criticism, goes offline. Time perception blurs. Hours pass like minutes. And according to productivity research, working in this state can be 5 times more productive than normal. But there is one condition to enter flow: no interruptions. Neuroscientist Sophie Leroy's research revealed this. When you glance at an email and return to your work, 20% of your brain is still on that email. This is called attention residue. Your page is no longer blank. It is stained. And Myelin does not work with a stained, scattered mind. Myelin waits for complete focus. Leonardo did not know this. Musk calculates it. Both arrive at the same point. Deep focus does not transform time. It transforms the brain. Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote this 2,000 years ago. Do not waste thought on the past or the future. The only real thing is the present moment. This was not a life philosophy. This was brain science. Marcus understood. The mind cannot live in more than one time at once. A mind living in the past or future cannot wrap myelin around the present. Only present attention builds the brain. When Da Vinci looked at the bird, he was not thinking of past glories or tomorrow's painting. He only saw that wing, in that moment, completely. Musk's 5-minute block forces the same thing. Past and future are locked out. Only the block exists. Stoicism, neuroscience, and practical productivity all meet at the same point. True time management is attention management. Now, when this video ends, you have 2 choices. You can continue living with a page stained every second by notifications, emails, and noise. Or you can act like an alchemist. Give yourself one rule today. 60 minutes, just 60 minutes. No phone, no tabs, no notifications, one task, full focus. In those 60 minutes, your brain begins wrapping myelin. Neural pathways strengthen. Thinking accelerates. I'm not forcing this habit on you. Your biology is already pulling you there. Just remove the noise. Leonardo's brush, Musk's rocket, Aurelius's pen. All were born from that first clean, uninterrupted line. Today you draw that line. Time is not falling sand. It is a canvas your brain is waiting to build. If this signal helped you, please like and share. Your comments are vital. They will shape the future of this new channel. Hope to see you next time. Until then, stay calm, stay curious, and remember, there is no noise, only signal.